Namaste and welcome to this yoga practice for the upper body. My name is Jillian and I'm honored to guide us through this practice. We'll begin in a comfortable seat just by closing down the eyes and taking a few breaths. And just starting to bring your awareness to your upper body. Noticing if you're tensing any muscles. Maybe you relax them now. Notice if you still have that discomfort, there's pain. Maybe you feel relaxed today. Tuning into your breath, notice how your inhale expands your upper body, where it moves to, and notice how your body changes as you breathe out. You can keep the eyes closed, but we'll sweep the arms up overhead. Palms will touch. Deep breath in. And exhale, hands to heart. Slow and controlled. Again, breathe in, reach your arms up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Once more here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Setting your intention to thank and honor your upper body where it's at today. Making your way into a butterfly pose, draw the soles of the feet to touch and let the knees open like a book. If you're rounding a lot in the back body, slide your feet forward so you can lengthen through the spine. Taking a gentle twist to the right, bring your left hand to the shin or the thigh and the right hand behind you. Take a full breath in, and with a breath out, fold over the right thigh. Slowly swing the right arm, the body over the legs, placing the right hand to the left shin, and come up to your twist over the left leg. Left hand comes behind you and sit up nice and tall. Take a couple breaths here. And slow hinging back down over the left leg. Bring the left hand to the right shin and come up into your twist. Right hand behind you, find length in the spine. Hinge forward over the right leg, back to the left. Moving slow, tuning into your hips, the spine. Come back through center and place your hands to your shins. Lean forward and over to the right, round into the back body. And then pull yourself forward over the left leg. Taking these little sacral rolls, getting into the back body, between the shoulder blades and into the shoulders. When you're ready, you can switch directions. Moving at your pace. Finding your breath. Come back to neutral. Bring your hands behind you, maybe coming onto your fingertips, and press your heart up, opening the chest, imagining the sun shining upon you. And fold forward, walk your hands in front of you, maybe coming up onto your fingertips to draw the shoulder blades apart. Good, walk yourself back up. Close your knees and give yourself a great big hug. Moving mindfully, you can make your way into a tabletop position where we're going to move through a few rounds of cat and cow. With an inhale, lower the belly and lift the gaze. And with an exhale, you will curl through the spine, tucking the tailbone, opening between shoulder blades, and then coming back into your cow pose. I want you to maybe close down the eyes. See if you can visualize your spine, each vertebrae shifting with your breath, the muscles around the spinal column. Perhaps adding some more movement, just shifting forward and back on the hands. Ending with your next exhale, come back to a neutral spine, and then round the back like you would in cat pose, and round the rib cage over to the right, lowering it down to the belly like in cow pose, and lift it up over to the left, bringing the rounding back into the spine. Lower the lungs over to the right, scoop them down and up to the left. Again, visualizing your spine, bending into your elbows, your shoulders as much as you'd like. Switch directions. And ease back into a neutral spine. Walking your hands over to the right, finding a twist, breathing into the left side body. Walk your hands through center and take the twist over to the left. We move our spine in so many different ways and directions. We've moved it like a wave. We've moved it like a skipping rope. And now we're bending it off to one side. Come back through center and melt yourself into a child's pose. Roll out the wrists a couple of times and then ground down through the palms. Let your spine just melt over the legs. Slowly pull yourself up to tabletop, tuck the toes, and lift up to downward facing dog. Gently pedaling out through the legs, finding whatever movement your body is asking for, seeing if you can bring length to the spine. Carefully walking your feet up towards your hands, coming up to the top of your mat in a forward fold. Let the head, the shoulders be heavy, maybe swaying from side to side. You can interlock a finger or two, hold on to opposite elbows. A little nod of the head yes, or shake it no. Feeling space form between each vertebrae, releasing tension with every breath. This is going to be a little bit funny, so if you are a dog lover, you may like this next part. We're going to release the arms and vertebrae by vertebrae. Start to roll yourself up, letting your upper body hang heavy. When you come almost up to the top, you're going to roll right back down. Taking your time, And once you reach the bottom, start to lift yourself up, coming almost up to the top. And this is where this little cutie still wants more cuddles. Roll right back down. Let your head be heavy. Taking your time, rolling yourself up to stand all the way this time. Taking a couple of shoulder rolls at the top, shifting them forward and back, getting used to standing upright. And then grounding down, connecting to your breath, feeling your strength not only in your legs, but also your upper body. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold all the way down to the mat. Halfway lift, bringing the hands to the fronts of the legs. Use the muscles in the back body to really hold yourself up. Pull your shoulders back, strengthening into the core. And then let it all go, forward fold. With control, rise up to stand, a little back bend, reaching your arms overhead, look up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Sink into your chair, bending into your knees, keeping your arms lifted. Take a breath. Sink a little deeper. Always keeping the shoulders soft but open. Forward fold, let it go. A strong flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Come up to stand, reach your arms up to the sky. Little back bend if you'd like. And hands come to heart. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, sink into your chair, bending into your knees. Inhale. And exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left leg. You can also place the right hand to the leg and the left arm can reach back if this prayer twist doesn't feel good. Bring your gaze back down to your toes. Breathe in, come up through center. Breathe out, twist to the right, hooking the left elbow to the right thigh. Keep pressing your palms together, guiding them towards the center of your chest as you twist through your spine. Gaze comes to the toes, hold your twist, and pick up the left toes off the mat and step it back behind you into your lunge. Keep your twist. It's okay if you didn't quite make it there, that's all right. Make your way there now. Again, keep pressing into your hands. Lift your gaze if you can. And then come up through center, rise up into your high lunge, reaching your arms overhead, chest, hips, gaze is forward. Breathe in and sink a little deeper, maybe finding a back bend, bringing your gaze up to the sky, squeeze the belly tight. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, open to warrior two, taking your time, spinning onto the back heel, turning the toes to the edge. Connect to your strength. Right hand flips up, lean back, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Front arm comes to the leg and the left arm reaches overhead. You are welcome to stay here, or you can bring your right hand around the left wrist, drawing length into the left side body. Rise back up into your reverse warrior, switching the left hand to the right wrist, leaning back. Sky archer pose. Take a deep breath in, extend through the right leg, straightening through the knee, leaning back, reverse triangle. Then open your arms, reach forward with the front hand, and then drop it down to Trikonasana, opening through the left arm, turning your chest, your hips to the side. Inhale, rise up, Exhale, warrior two. Take a breath. Let it go. Windmill your hands down, frame the front foot, spin onto the back toes. We're going to step the left foot forward beside the right and come up into a chair pose, keeping the hips low. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, sink a little deeper into your chair. Inhale, press up to stand, a little back bend if you'd like. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Breathe, grounding back down. You can bring your hands onto your hips, bend into both knees and swing the left foot around back behind you to the right edge of your mat. You can have the toes tucked or you can be on the heel, yogi's choice. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, finding your balance. And exhale, hold the right hand over the left wrist and hinge over to the right, breathing into this side bend. Checking in and noticing if your shoulder keeps pulling down, try to keep it open. And slowly step up to the left foot beside the right. Bring your hands to your heart. Good. We'll take it to the other side. Bring your right hand back behind you and to the left edge. Option to be on the heel. Inhale, reach your arms up high, proud through the chest. Hinge over to the left, taking the left hand to the right wrist. Strong through the belly muscles, keep pulling the right hip forward. With control, rise back up and then step the right foot beside the left. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Chair pose, exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in and twist to the right, hooking the left elbow outside the right leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring your gaze down through center and come up, out of your twist and over to the left. Pressing your right elbow deeply into the left thigh, maybe lifting the gaze. We're going to step the right foot back this time for a twisted prayer twist. Lift the toes off the mat, step them to the bottom, keeping the heel lifted. It's okay if you need to plant the hands down to the mat and come into it from there. Press the palms together, guide them in towards the middle of your chest. Good. Inhale, gaze comes down. Slowly sweep your arms forward and come up to stand high lunge. Maybe a little back bend, lifting the gaze, pulling your hands behind you, squeezing the belly as tightly as you can to protect the low back. Inhale, rise up out of your crescent, and exhale, open into warrior two, dropping the back heel down, settling into the left knee. With your next inhale, reverse your warrior, flip the left hand up. Settle into the hips, take another breath in. And with the breath out, bring your front arm to the front thigh, extend in side angle. Option to float the left hand and reach for the right wrist, finding that extension. Strong through the belly, reverse your warrior, taking your right hand to the left hand. Breathe here, sink deep into the hips. Take one more breath. Then inhale, lengthen through the left leg, reverse triangle. Open your arms out wide, find Trikonasana, reaching your left fingers in front of you. Drop the hand down towards the inside of the left leg and reach your right arm to the sky so that you can really pull the right shoulder and hip open. Take a breath in, squeeze the belly and rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Take one more breath in, one more breath out. Fill up, and then windmill your hands down, frame around the front foot. Prepare to step up to the top of your mat into your chair pose. Inhale, reaching your arms up to the sky. Exhale, sinking the hips and bringing your hands to your heart. Inhale, press up to stand. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, sweeping your arms up to the sky, a little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Give yourself a moment here, rounding the back, maybe a little nod of the head, yes. Bend the knees, plant the hands, and step your feet to the bottom of your mat for an optional flow. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale into baby cobra, cobra, or upward facing dog. And exhale to down dog. Good. Lower the knees to the mat. Take tabletop. You can walk the left hand towards the left edge of your mat to give yourself more space. Reach your right arm up to the sky, twist through the spine. And exhale, reach your right arm under the chest over to the left. Inhale, come right back up. Exhale, twist, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, weave the arm and hover here. Take a deep breath in. And a breath out, settle onto the right shoulder, dropping your cheek down to the mat. You can extend your left arm to the top of your mat and breathe. Or you can bring your hand to the low back, finding a bind here. You can gently return the left hand back down to the mat. Press into the mat and sweep your right arm to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, bring your right hand around to the left hip, opening the chest to the sky. And reach your arm, circle it up to the sky and place it under the shoulder. Take a round of cat and cow just to neutralize the spine. We'll take it to the other side. Bring your right hand a little bit wider. Inhale the left arm to the sky, twist. Exhale, weave the arm under the chest, reaching to the right. Inhale to lift. Exhale to curl under. Once more here, breathe in. Breathe out. Hold your twist. Keep hovering off the mat. Take a breath in. With your breath out, settle onto the shoulder. Settle here, reaching your right hand to the top of your mat. Or if you'd like to find the bind, you can find it there. Gently return the right hand down to the mat under the shoulder and sweep the left arm back up to the sky, breathing in. And bring your hand to the low back, breathing out. Open the chest, twist through the spine, maybe even coming up onto the fingertips. And then lower back down to your tabletop. Sink into a child's pose. Maybe the knees stay together or your knees come open. Take a couple of slow breaths. Stay here for a little while longer. You can gently start to press yourself up into a seat. We'll find a gentle twist. Walk your hands to the right edge of your mat. Soft bend into the elbows, lowering your chest down. Breathe in, lift yourself up and take it over to the left. Notice where you feel this stretch. You can press yourself up through center. Bring your legs out in front of you, stepping your feet to the mat. Knees are bent, and we'll take a twist. Your right hand comes behind your hips, and you can hold the left hand to the right leg, or you can sweep the left arm up and then hook the elbow outside of the knee. With your next breath in, switch sides, reach your right arm up to the sky, and bring the arm outside of the knee. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale to twist. Come through center, wrap your arms around your legs, and fold forward. You can make your way down onto your back body. We will take fish pose. So come up onto your elbows, extend your legs out long, and making a diamond shape with your hands, thumbs, and your pointer fingers together, palms down. Tuck your hands underneath your sit bones, and then open through the heart, press down through the elbows, letting the head fall back just slightly. Breathe deeply across the chest. You have the option to open your knees into butterfly as well. Good. Bring your chin back towards your chest. Close your knees if you were in butterfly, and lower down onto the back body. Step your feet down to the mat. Coming up into a little bridge pose, lift the hips. Then place your palms underneath your tailbone if you can. You may need to come up onto your tiptoes, and it's okay if not. We're going to come into a shoulder stand. So we're going to pull the knees into your chest, press the hips up with the hands, and slowly extend your toes to the sky. Lift your hips a little higher and be sure to keep your head in a neutral position without moving it from side to side. Maybe your hands stay to the low back, or you can extend them lower down to the mat, pressing into the palms, finding a little bit of strength, a little bit of activation. Breathe. Good. Just feel free to stay here. You can always come out of this, but another option is to take skull crusher pose. Bring your hands back to your low back and slowly lower your knees towards your forehead. Maybe you stay here, or perhaps you lower the knees towards the shoulders, dropping the toes down to the mat. Maybe the knees lower, or maybe you extend your legs long. Take a breath. Whenever you are ready to come out of this pose, return your hands to the back body, bend the knees, bring them back on top of your hips, and slowly, one at a time, lift the legs back up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, you can lower back onto the spine while pointing your toes overhead to control your center of gravity. There's no rush here. Arriving with your feet to the edges of your mat in constructive rest pose, let your knees fall in together. Breathe into the support under the back body, the opening into the chest after that compression. You are welcome to stay in constructive rest pose or take any other variation of Savasana you'd like. Maybe that's extending your legs out long with your arms at your sides. You still have a few more minutes here in your Savasana, so you can absorb all of the benefits of your effort, both mental and physical. Filling yourself up with gratitude for your body and all the things it can do. I'll call you back when it's time to end the practice. Take a breath and start to wiggle into the fingers and the toes. Maybe taking a full body stretch, rolling out the wrists and the ankles. Wiggling into the hips and drawing your knees into your chest. Giving yourself one last great big hug. Yogi's choice to come into a seat. You can rock and roll along the spine or come onto the side body. We'll close off our practice with a final breath together. Inhale, reaching your arms up towards the sky, palms touch overhead. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. The light in me sees, acknowledges, and honors the light in you, and knows that they are the same. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I hope that your upper body, your spine feels so much better. If you liked the video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next class.